All right, this is the Yom Yom. These are sayings by the previous Lubavitcher Rebbe. The Alter Rebbe, the first Rebbe of Chabad, explains in the third chapter of the Tanya that the soul is composed of 10 aspects. 3 of those are intellect, and 7 of them are emotions. And this corresponds also to the upper worlds, the 10 Sfirot. That's in the third chapter of the Tanya. This is the 3 intellectual facilities, aspects of the soul, which are called Chachma, Bin, and Dat, and the 7 emotive powers, which is love and fear, they come from the 10 supernal Sfirot. That's another one of the meanings that we're created in God's image. All this applies to 3 aspects of the soul: nefesh, ruach, and neshama. Nefesh is usually the power of action, ruach is emotions, and neshama is intellect, which are clothed in the body of man. But Mesirut Nefesh, self-sacrifice, which that we explained, that's the aspect of Joshua. It's 2 spies that Joshua sent. Mesirut Nefesh, coming from the essence of the soul, the readiness for self-sacrifice for God, and that a Jew, because a Jew cannot desire or be, no Jew wants or is able to be separate from God. That's the essence of what a Jew is. That this essence of the soul, the willingness to surrender ourselves and even to sacrifice ourselves or our comfort for the Creator, this does not come from the 10 Sfirot. This not comes from our personality or from our soul. This comes from the essence of godliness, which is much higher than any of the Sfirot. This is, so to speak, the essence of the soul. This is what's called, this is even higher than the highest of the Sfirot, which is called Chachma. So in other words, that's why we see sometimes that there are Jews that they are totally not religious or unreligious, and suddenly they wake up this tremendous awareness that I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew for nowhere. And a lot of times they don't even know how to express it, but it happens. And I think one of the examples that I've given this example before, was I had an uncle. Anyway, forget about it. I knew somebody. And he was a very, very depressed person, a very not happy person. And he was addicted to a few things. It's not important. And he was not a happy person. And he had money saved up. And he could care less about Judaism or care less about anything, nothing. Or the land of Israel, or the Zionism, nothing. Didn't care about Judaism or anything whatsoever. He was just a depressed person. When there was the 6-day war, and he knew that the Jews were in danger, he took all of his money, all of his savings. My father told me, he took all of his savings out of his savings account. In that days, it was like $50,000, something, $100,000. He gave the whole thing to Israel, everything he had, right? Okay, he didn't know about Torah, didn't know about the commandments. By him, that was Judaism, but that's the best that he knew. And he had a point. The Jewish body is higher than the Jewish soul. So he emptied out. So that's what it means, that the essence of the Jewish soul, a Jew is willing to give his life for Judaism, but he's not willing to give even 5 minutes for Judaism. 2 minutes, nothing. Put on tefillin, get out of here. Doesn't want anything to do with it. But to give his life, he'd be willing to do. Makes no sense. Says that's the essence of the Jewish soul. And that's really the essence of what Judaism is. Okay, self-sacrifice, what's called Mesirut Nefesh.